At the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series event in Texas, the atmosphere is charged with an unprecedented mix of anticipation and uncertainty. The track, known for its high-speed action and history of dramatic finishes, is set for Sunday's race, the Worth 400, where two significant factors could redefine expectations and outcomes. First, the drivers. On the pit wall in Charlotte, numbers were updated, odds recalculated, and every crew chief leaned forward. Denny Hamlin in the number 11 Toyota entered Texas as the clear favorite, my 400 on the board. His resume speaks: 3 Texas victories, a career built on intermediate track speed, and this season's form, a win at Las Vegas, most lapped at Kansas. On paper, he should dominate, yet beneath that surface lies a pattern no one wants to ignore. None of his Texas wins came under the next-gen car. In the 5 races since the rule change, his results swing: 2 top 5 finishes, but also 2 drops to 30th or worse. That inconsistency, that sudden loss of grip or rhythm at the worst moment, is what keeps analysts quiet. On an intermediate 1.5-miler, speed usually wins. But Texas, with its aging asphalt, shifting grooves, and unpredictable grip, has a habit of exposing cars when they least expect it. Hamlin's speed is real. Whether it holds when pressure mounts remains the first question of the weekend. Close behind, Tyler Reddick, number 8 Ford, carries +550 odds and a fire no one has seen this year quiet. His Kansas victory still echoes, a late race pass on Kyle Larson, clean, bold, executed without panic. Reddick's Texas history is no fluke. A 2022 win, the first next-gen points race at this track, and a 4th-place finish just last year. More than speed, he has rhythm. He reads tire fall off like a meteorologist reads wind. In a race where tires, as we will see, become the true opponent, Reddick's long-run discipline places him in a sweet spot. He is aggressive but never reckless. He pushes, then conserves, then pushes again. Teams call him the adapter. And right now, that is exactly what this weekend demands. Then there is Kyle Larson, number 5 Chevrolet, +650. A 2-time Cup champion, a driver whose talent few dispute. Yet since April's win at Kansas, his winless streak has stretched. No victory, no moment of pure dominance. This season he has posted 3 top 5s and 6 top 10s. Consistent, sure, but not winning. Last year's Texas race still haunts the sport. 16 caution flags, chaos, cars spinning, favorites dropping like cards from a shuffled deck. If history repeats, and the new tyre setup may force it, Larson's strength, short-run top speed in clean air, could become a weakness. He thrives when the track holds grip and the field stays tight. But if Goodyear's new compound forces rapid wear, if lap times collapse after just 15 to 20 laps, Larson may find himself fighting not just other cars, but his own car's declining traction. He is capable of a breakthrough. He just needs the track to give him something to grip. Wallace's Texas file is quiet but powerful. In 2023, he started from pole in Stage 1, led 111 laps, and finished 3rd, a performance that proved he can control this track when strategy aligns. In the last 3 visits, he has recorded a top 5 and 2 top 10s. His car handles the track's variable grooves with surprising stability. His pit crew, among the fastest in the sport, converts stops from 12.3 seconds to 11.8 when it matters most. Keselowski, meanwhile, carries 3 runner-up finishes at Texas, 2nd in 2024, plus earlier near misses, and a reputation for outthinking opponents in strategy sessions. He is a pit road general, precise on timing, ruthless on tyre choice, and unafraid to defy conventional pit windows. Both drivers thrive when the race breaks from routine, when cautions scatter the field and tyre management becomes a chess match. At the long end of the odds board, +110,000, Austin Dillon, number 3 Chevrolet, remains the sleeper. His 2020 Texas victory is fresh in memory, and in the last 2 trips he has finished inside the top 10. Dillon does not seek spotlight, he waits, observes, and strikes. His car, heavily modified for intermediate track endurance, holds together through long green flag stints when others' tyres scream and shed rubber. In a race shaped by tyre fall-off and possible chaos, Dillon's style, patient, steady, and unflashy, could be precisely what unravels a favourite's plan. But the real game-changer, the element no driver can see until mid-race, is off the track entirely. Early this week, NASCAR and Goodyear sealed a secret compound swap for Texas only. For years, critics have labelled this track boring. Low tyre wear, little slip, passing confined to short bursts after cautions. To fix that, engineers tuned pressure, camber, and sidewall flex, designing a tyre that ages fast. The goal? A sharp drop-off in lap time after 15 to 20 laps of green flag racing. The result, if executed, was a race where speed is temporary and strategy is king. Teams now face a brutal choice. Pit early, swap to fresh rubber and lose track position, or stay out, gamble that a caution or two will reset the field before their tyres collapse. A wrong call can cost seconds, then minutes, then laps. On pit road, crews rehearse stop times until their hands move without thought. In simulation halls, engineers model every possible fall-off curve, every possible caution window, every possible pit road speed trap. The tyre, once a silent partner, has become the opponent, testing nerve, precision and crew cohesion. And Texas itself, its asphalt worn, its grooves shifting, adds another layer. The track surface, past its prime, creates multiple grip levels: outer groove firm, inner groove slippery, midline unpredictable. A car that felt secure at lap 30 may lose traction by lap 55. Drivers must constantly adjust throttle, line and brake point, a mental load that separates champions from also rans. No telemetry, no simulator, no practice run can fully prepare a driver for how this surface, combined with the new tyre, will behave deep into a 400-lap battle. As Friday's single practice session unfolded, the truth emerged fast. Denny Hamlin's lap looked stunning, 188.7 mapped. But his tyre temperatures spiked after 20 laps, and his rear grip dropped sharply. Reddick, by contrast, ran a longer stint, 28 laps, steady degradation, a smooth fall-off curve. Larson posted the second fastest single lap, but his car's front end began to dive under brake at lap 18, a warning sign. Wallace and Keselowski both ran midfield early, saving tyres waiting for the right moment to push. Dillon, last in time, ran the longest clean run, 32 laps, proving his car's endurance. Qualifying and the single lap shootout may reinforce the uncertainty. Reddick grabbed the pole, his one-lap perfect, tyres still warm, line immaculate. Cars rolled onto the scale, sensors checked, air pressure tested, camber verified. A single misaligned wheel, a pressure off by 1.5 psi, a balance weight shifted, and a team dropped a lap of starting position. Pit road speed traps loomed. Every crew, from Joe Gibbs to Team Penske to 23X, knew no margin. One wrong turn, one slow stop, one mistimed pit road speed, and a leader could vanish in seconds. The limited tyre allocation, only 2 sets per car for the race, turned every decision into a high-stakes equation. By Sunday morning, the air at Texas smelled of rubber, fuel, and tension. Sun glinted off the grandstands, half full, every face focused. Drivers walked to their halls, eyes scanning wind, sky, and the faint hum of engines warming. In garages, last-minute adjustments, a new shock setting, a revised camber plate, a fresh patch on a tyre sidewall. Crews whispered strategy. Early pit, late pit, wait for C2 caution. No one spoke loudly. This track, with its new tyres and old surface, rewards silence and precision. When the green flag dropped at 3:30 p.m, Eastern FS1 cameras sweeping, radio chatter tight, Reddick led cleanly, Hamlin shadowing, Larson close third. For the first 15 laps, it looked like a classic. Clean air, high speed, favourites in front. Then lap 18, tyre temperatures spiked on Hamlin's rear. His lap time began to stretch. By lap 22, he lost 2 seconds a lap, a collapse. Drivers behind watched data scroll across dash screens, tyre fall off 14% toes. The field began to close. At lap 27, the first caution flew, debris from a loose wheel cap. When the race restarted on lap 35, the order had shifted. Reddick second, Wallace third, Keselowski fourth, Larson fifth. Hamlin dropped to sixth, his tyres screaming. The middle stages became a war of stints. Every lap felt heavier. Tyre smoke began to curl from rear wheels, visible on camera, a silent alarm. Reddick, riding his sweet spot, stretched a 22-lap run. Wallace, patient as ever, held on for 19, just long enough. Keselowski's crew, with one of the fastest stops in the sport, timed a pit window between C2 and C3 cautions, dropping from 8th to 2nd without losing momentum. Larson, fighting for his life, pushed, but his front-end dive returned with every brake application. By lap 70, he was losing a car length every 3 laps. Then came the moment no one saw coming. Lap 81, a loose hub on a car ahead sent metal skidding across the backstretch. Second caution. Pit road turned into a blur of tyres, tools, and shouting. Every team had to decide, change both sets, guarantee grip, lose time, or keep one set, gamble on remaining life. Hamlin, now deep in the field, chose to keep one set, saving time, accepting risk. Reddick, leading, swapped both, securing speed, dropping to third. Wallace, with tyres holding strong, stayed out, gaining on leaders. Keselowski, master of timing, made a 10.9-second stop, the fastest of the race, and rocketed back to second. On the restart at lap 92, the order: Reddick led, Keselowski close, Wallace third, Larson fourth, Hamlin eighth. The field was tight, and the tyres, now into their final life, began to tell their story. Lap after lap, time lost, grip faded. Reddick's car held firm, his long-run setup finally paying off. But Wallace, sensing an opening as Larson's car began to slide under brake, made a bold move on the exit of turn 4, a clean low-line pass into second. Keselowski, trying to respond, overcorrected. His rear washed out and he dropped to fourth. With 60 laps remaining, the race became a duel: Reddick versus Wallace. Both cars, built for endurance, driven by adapters, fought lap for lap. Data streamed: Wallace tyre temp +3 degrime, manageable; Reddick rear wear 11%, stable. Every broadcast cut showed their faces, focused, quiet, no noise but engine and wind. Then, lap 118, another caution: a fuel system leak from a car on the outside. Pit road roared. Reddick, leading, made a split-second call: one tyre, not two. He saved 2.3 seconds. Wallace, trailing by 0.8 seconds, did the opposite, swapped both, losing time but ensuring he would not fall behind on the restart. When green returned with 45 laps to go, Reddick held a narrow lead, 0.4 seconds. Wallace shadowed, Larson hunting from third, Keselowski climbing from behind. The new tyres, now into their final 30-lap window, began their most dramatic fall-off. Lap time stretched. Cars wobbled.